Your court television news starting now.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to episode, I think, number 5 or 6 of the NJ Courts TV news station. I am your host this afternoon, NJ Courts. And we've got the official answer that everybody's waiting for. If you didn't see the title to the thumbnail for today's episode, as it just says clearly in the thumbnail, official statement from the District Attorney's Office of Richmond County, which is the county that the borough of Staten Island, New York, Staten Island's from or out of. Same county that Controlla had her court hearing yesterday. So, yesterday's update kind of just went over some of the rumors we had heard, I guess you could call them, about what the possible outcome or disposition possibly could have been from yesterday's hearing, assuming that that's what had happened. Well, I can tell you that being that this morning when I went to check to see if anything had been updated on the website, because when we left yesterday, nothing had been updated. So remember, I said as soon as I got an update as far as what really happened, one that I can, say that, yes, it's been verified, I would, either come at you with a breaking news broadcast like we are today, or I was just going to post something as a community post. Well, I decided to do this as a live stream. I thought it'd be a lot easier to explain myself as well as answer any questions you guys may have live. But, excuse me, I think I'm about to go off track here in a second. But either way, I do have the, that's what I was saying is this morning, when I went to go check to see if anything had been updated on the website, when I did a name search, all of a sudden there was not even like a case coming up, like, that almost like the case didn't even exist, which, because we've already covered a few individuals from the state of New York, and we've had to do some case searches from that same website, I already can tell you that once you can't find a person's case anymore, that means that the case has been officially disposed, meaning that it is ended, it's closed, and there's obviously got to be some type of conclusion to it. So, I am going to read to you today the official statement that I received as a pretty much as a reply to the email that I had sent out this morning, or was it this morning or yesterday afternoon? I think it was this morning, requesting, pretty much a statement from the DA's office as to what the disposition was, if that was the case, with Controlla's hearing yesterday. So they did email me back. I'm going to share that email with you. We're going to read it together, and then we'll have a little discussion, and then that'll be the end of everything, okay? And then we move on. So I want to say a big thank you for everybody for taking the time out of your busy Tuesday. I know for the most of you, you're probably still at work, and it's probably not time to get off yet. Let's see, for my East Coasters, it's what, 4:30, so maybe about 30 more minutes. For my people on the West Coast, yeah, you still got a few more hours, so hang in there. So let me say hi to everybody in chat. That'll give enough time for the notification to go out, and we're going to read that email together, and we'll have a little discussion, all right? Let me take a little sippy in my drinky here. I think this is, yeah, there's something with this cup, man. There's like a hole somewhere. Oh, I see what it is. Got to have this lid on like completely leveled or else you drip. All right, I think we should be good. And I don't know if you guys noticed, yes, there is a spider on my hand. And yes, I am aware of it. Say hi to Pinto, everybody. Pinto actually was able to come out on the live stream today and say hi. So he's going to be chillaxing with me. He's probably, I don't know if he's napping yet. He looks like he's about to crash out. So, yeah, if you see a spider on me, don't worry. I know it's there. Don't freak out. All right. Let me say hi to everybody here in chat. Starting from the top, we've got Mark Miller coming in first, followed by the real mob boss Sicilian Princess. Hello to you. What up, Roofer? In third, technically, I don't know. Roofer's saying second, but I think technically you were third. But either way, what up, Roofer? What up, ICU? What up, Jeannie? What up, Sunshinery? Good to see you, and good to see all my mods and all my friends in chat and all the members of the jury. We've got Candy Cane. Good to see you. We've got Nat. All right. We've got Jade. We've got Jaden. We've got TT. We've got Cesar in the house. I don't know if I already said hi to Jaden, but if not, hello, Jaden. We've got TT in the house. I think I already said hello, TT, but if not, hello, TT. I haven't watched you in a long time. How to get working? Hey, that's awesome. I'm glad you're back to watching, and I appreciate it. I hope work's going good for you. What up, Veg? What up, Chicken Yale? We've got Reality Nancy in chat. What up, O3? What up, Nenny Paz? Got Tom Space. Witch hunt. Yeah, well, just like Ski Mask, these people live in this delusional bubble where they think there's this like massive group. Well, I mean, for Control, I know there used to be a massive group of people that used to, kind of stalk her, but I don't know what happened to that group, aka the Owls. But for the most part, I don't think there is any more witch hunts. I just report the news. Like I said, after today, unless she gets in any more trouble or decides to break her probation that she's on in the state of New Jersey, which I think she's still got a couple of months left, then there is no reason to speak on her name in this channel. So we've got Joanna Mon in chat. We've got JJPB, and I know some of you in the chat are going to be like, oh, don't be talking shit. Yeah, you know how much shit that bozo used to talk about us. And where's he at now, driving? But I'm sure he's thankful for that nice video game laptop y'all got him. Oh, what up, Fo20? What up, Riot Coke? All right. You know how to speak my shit. All right, here we go. So, let's just read it from the email, shall we? Like I said, I know there was a little bit of some chat going on yesterday, and for the most part, some of you were right, okay? But I think it was still kind of mixed up a bit. So I hope this answers a lot of questions, or at the very least clarifies a lot of the stuff that was being said yesterday. Like I said, this is going to be a statement that was made in response to an email that I'd sent out to the district attorney's office from Richmond County, which is the county that she was tried in. And this is the response or email that was given back to me. All right. So, technically, Mob Boss Sicilian, let's see, it's February. It might be. I think it's either end of March or February. It's going to be that on the day she was sentenced, which I'm pretty sure was March. But it's close enough. Let's see here. So, let me get the email up, and then we'll just read it together. Oh, see, now you can get a better view of Pinto. Now he's facing you. Let me see if I can get a little close-up. For those that haven't met Pinto. Yeah, that's Pinto. He's a regal jumping spider. And I've had him for probably about 2 months now. He's gone through 2 molts with me. So for those of you who know that jumping spider language, he's about an I7 or an I8. Pretty sure he's an I8, which means he came to me as an I6. So he's pretty much considered like a little, I guess you could say he's getting close to like his preteen years. Not an adult yet. And sadly, these little guys generally will live, the males at least, will live between 6 months to a year. So they do age fairly quickly. But they are considered the web pups of the spider world, meaning they're very friendly for the most part, as long as you don't piss them off or as long as they like you. And they're very smart. And if you actually will sit and watch them for a while, you'll see they stare right back at you just like a little dog. You know, it's pretty impressive. I mean, I'll tell you something. I never thought in 41 years, I think that's how old I am, I would ever have a spider on my hand and be comfortable with that. All right, so let's get that email up. Enough with the chit-chat. I know you guys are here just for that breaking news. And once we read the email, we'll have a little discussion just because there probably is going to be some legal terms that some of you may or may not understand. And don't worry, I will pretty much break up or give you guys, hopefully, a good breakthrough of the little paragraph that we're going to read in the email. And we'll have a little chit-chat about it, and then that should be it on my end. I hope you guys will enjoy the rest of your day, and then we'll look forward to seeing you on the next stream. But like I said, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to join me for this quick little breaking news, and let's get to it. So we got to present screen, share screen. Oh, I do remember I said for this whole month, because we decided that we're going to be hopefully we are going to fundraise, but hopefully we'll meet the dono goal. And hopefully we'll be able to take our IRL road trip to the state of California, which we have a lot of things that we're going to be taking care of while we're down there that have to do with court-related stuff. YouTube stuff, and some fun stuff as well. I kind of explained a little bit about it yesterday. I'm not going to talk about it today, but I certainly will be putting that dono goal up. And if anybody wants to help out with that, it is certainly appreciated. I will be very much thankful. And but it is not required. Okay, so again, thank you for everybody's support. Thank you for all the members of the jury for your continued monthly support, and hopefully we can hit this dono goal and fundraiser, and we'll go out to California, and I promise you it will be a very content-filled trip. All right, very newsworthy, very content-filled, and a lot of fun. All right, Tom Space. I don't think I use too much legal jargon. If anything, I probably think most people think I'm a complete idiot, but you guys still watch, so I must be doing something right. And remember, I am not a lawyer. Just in case you thought I was, since I'm so intelligent. But no, decided never go to law school. Didn't want to follow in Dad's footsteps. All right, email. Well, I got to get the email up first. There it is. Okay. All right, so let me get his response. All right, here we go. Pretty straightforward and just to the point. That's the way I like it. All right. All right, so this is going to be from James Clinton in response to me. James Clinton is a representative of from the media department. I don't know in this case if James is actually an actual assistant DA, or is a DA and also, answers any emails that go to the media department. Okay, not too sure. Either way, he represents the district attorney's office out of Richmond County, and he gave a statement in regards to the request that I made. Which, let me pretty much just read my email, just kind of briefly, so you guys can get an understanding of what I asked. I think you guys should be able to see what I'm looking at. Yeah, excellent. So let's read my email, and then we'll go ahead and read his together. Well, we're going to read both of them together, but here we go. So it says, to whom it may concern, hello, my name is Emilio Villani, and I represent the NJCOURTSTV Media Group. I'm trying to obtain some disposition information regarding a case that appears to have been concluded/closed yesterday, February the 3rd of 2025, out of Richmond County Criminal Court. Our online court news agency has been reporting on a public figure known as Carissa Tabona, a.k.a. Controlla. It appears as this individual's case may have been concluded, as the case information our agency had been following online through the New York State Unified Court System is no longer available. It appears that she may have accepted a plea deal during her trial scheduled from yesterday. I was hoping to be able to verify and report on the final outcome/disposition of her case by submitting a request for this information. Any assistance would be greatly appreciated. The following is the case information for the individual we are requesting this information about. Defendant, Tabona Carissa, birth year 1986, court, Richmond Criminal Court, and there's the case number, CR-007353-24RI. And here's the reply that I got. Hi, Emilio. Thanks for reaching out. The defendant pleaded guilty to disorderly conduct and a conditional discharge with a full order of protection secured for the victim in this case. Best, James Clinton. All right, so literally just 2 sentences. I'll read that again. Thanks for reaching out. The defendant pleaded guilty to disorderly conduct and a conditional discharge with a full order of protection secured for the victim in this case. All right, so there's a little bit of some legal verbiage in there that some of you may not understand. What is disorderly conduct? Because they said she pleaded guilty to that. And what is a conditional discharge? Well, let's start with what she pled guilty to, disorderly conduct. Now, remember, originally, let's remind you guys what 4 charges she was originally facing when she started this process through the court system. And luckily, I still have the web page up that I had yesterday. Otherwise, if you had, like I said, logged in and tried to search for a case again right now this morning, it wouldn't come up, okay? It would just show like the case never existed. Luckily, since I had the case still up from yesterday and I haven't closed the screen or the browser, I can share it with you so that I can show you again what 4 charges she had been facing. So let me share that tab with you here. Because once I click it closed, it's gone. Now, of course, we could always refer back to our previous streams, but let's see. Make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at. Excellent. So I'm just going to quickly... Oh, actually, I have to go to the charges page, which if I click off of that, it's going to take me off. So, yeah, I don't have the charges on that page. But I think if I remember correctly, it was one charge having to do with innocuous matter. There was, like, I think a assault charge, assault with a weapon charge, and then I think there was a harassment charge. And again, I may have those incorrectly, but I think it was pretty close to what I just said, okay? Either way, she was facing some 4 pretty serious misdemeanors, in my opinion. So she has now took a plea deal, essentially, and has had to plead guilty to a disorderly conduct. So let me read to you what that entitles in the state of New York. Should have that right here. Okay, here we go. So this is going to actually come straight out of the NewYorkSenate.gov website, in case you want to refer to what I'm looking at. And let me just make sure you guys can, yep, we're on the same page here. So I'm just going to read this together, starting from the top. So, disorderly conduct. A person is guilty of disorderly conduct when, with intent to cause public inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm, or recklessly creating a risk thereof. He or she engages in fighting or in violent tumulation, I can't say that word, or threatening behavior, or he or she makes unreasonable noise, or in a public place, he or she uses abusive or obscene language or makes an obscene gesture, or, number 4, without lawful authority, he or she disturbs any lawful assembly or meeting of persons, or, number 5, he or she obstructs vehicular or pedestrian traffic, or, number 6, he or she congregates with other persons in a public place and refuses to comply with a lawful order of the police to disperse, or, number 7, he or she creates a hazardous or physically offensive condition by any act which serves no legitimate purpose. Disorderly conduct is a violation, okay? So it can fall under any one of those 6 conditions, basically. I don't know which exact of those 6 that the judge decided that, you know, she fell under, but either way, at this point, it's not very important because we know she pled guilty to disorderly conduct, which again is considered a violation in the state of New York. Now, what does somebody that pleads guilty face on a disorderly conduct violation? Well, let me show you. I have to go to another website for that. All right, let me make sure. Okay, excellent. You guys can see this. So, I should have just read this one. This was the shorter. This was the Cliff Notes version. But either way, it says, what are the penalties for disorderly conduct? Up to 15 days in jail, a fine up to $250, court fees and surcharges, community service and medical bills, or property damage if someone was injured. Okay? Well, none of that is going to apply to Controlla in this case because, and I'm going to read to you the second bit of legal verbiage that was in that paragraph. She was given a conditional discharge. So let's read what a conditional discharge is. All right, make sure you guys can see this. Excellent. So basically, there's some criteria that somebody has to fall under in order to receive a conditional discharge. So let's just start from the top and read to the bottom. So sentence of conditional discharge. Number 1, criteria. A, except as otherwise required by section 60.05, the court may impose a sentence of conditional discharge for an offense if the court, having regard to the nature and circumstances of the offense and to the history, character, and condition of the defendant is of the opinion that neither the public interest nor the ends of justice would be served by a sentence of imprisonment, and that probation supervision is not appropriate. B, when a sentence of conditional discharge is imposed for a felony, the court shall set forth in the record the reasons for its action. That has nothing to do with her case because those were misdemeanor charges, and she, at the end, didn't plead guilty to any of those. She pled guilty to a penalty, which was the, what did we say? Disorderly conduct. Or violation, not penalty. It's considered a violation in the state of New York. But what does, let's see here. I want to read to you the other, pretty much the cliff notes. That was kind of the conditions, and not all of them are going to apply to her here. But basically, in short, it's not probation, because people were saying, oh, she's gotten probation. Now, the judge can set conditions, which my second email that I've sent out to the district attorney's office is basically asking to see what conditions were set, if there were any. But pretty much what what did we say? Not disorderly conduct, conditional discharge. Sorry, I was having a brain fart. Pretty much what the cliff notes are short into conditional discharges. Basically, they're finding because of whatever the reason is, which they said it could be, her nature, her character. Basically, they're saying that putting her in jail and putting her on probation is not appropriate in the court's eyes, okay? Whether you guys agree or disagree, it doesn't matter. It's up to what the court decides, okay? So basically, they're saying they didn't find in this case that the 15 days in jail or the $250 fine, was appropriate, and not even probation. So basically, they're saying, and in this case, I would at least imagine one of the conditions would be that she doesn't get in trouble. Maybe they set a period of 1 or 2 years. But basically, let's just play devil's advocate. They said, all right, you have a condition of you can't get in trouble in 2 years. She pretty much, if she meets whatever condition was set by the judge, if there was any condition set, then it's my understanding then that pretty much she's met the requirements and, the case is pretty much complete, okay? Now, if she gets in trouble and breaks any conditions that were set, well, I can't answer because that's going to be up to the judge, as to what happens. But basically, from what I've read, she and what the email that was, sent to me, again, that's a statement from the district attorney's office out of Richmond County. Basically, they're saying that she pled guilty to a violation, which was the disorderly conduct charge, and she got a conditional discharge, which means she didn't get any jail time and she didn't get any probation. It's basically what it came down to. So basically, Grunge Truck, nada. Like I said, hopefully I'll get an email or reply back by the time this broadcast ends, which is going to be here soon. And if not, I'll share with you if I do get an email back as soon as I do what that is. Probably just post it as a community post at that point. But either way, she may have the conditions set or she may not. That's going to be completely up to the judge. If she had no conditions set, then basically she's pretty much got off free and clear, in my opinion. If there were some conditions set, like I said, you can't get in any trouble. It's not considered. See, because here's the difference, right? With probation, you have to check in. You have a probation officer assigned to you. And it's pretty much up to that probation officer when you see them, what type of schedule you be on, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, whatever, okay? But when you're not on probation, and in this case, on a conditional, or what did we say? I think it said a conditional discharge, right? That's what it's called. Yeah. And that's why it's called conditional discharge. If the judge wants to set any conditions, they can. So I would imagine, with the fact that she was facing 4 pretty serious misdemeanors and the fact that she was able to plead to pretty much that the judge would at least at the very minimum, if he's not going to give him, or she or he's not going to give him any probation, would at least set a condition of don't get in any trouble within a certain amount of period of time. But who knows? Hopefully, when I get this email back, if I do from their office, they'll be able to answer that question, because that's exactly what I asked was, if there was any conditions set by the judge in this conditional discharge, could you please list what conditions those are or share them with us? But she is still on probation in New Jersey, and I am still waiting to hear a reply back to see whether or not anything is going to happen, or whether they found, whether they found that she was in violation of probation, since technically now she is pled guilty to a considered a what did we say, a penalty in the state of New York. Again, it's going to be up to that probation's office. So if I get a reply back, I'll share that with you. If I don't hear back from them, I'll have to see what my second route is, if we still want to pursue, finding out that information. Oh, and don't forget the third part, and thank you, Flowers of Manchester, for reminding me. Yeah, and that is definitely the priority. I mean, obviously, you guys, we've covered enough of these people to know that most of the times they're going to get probation or get off, like Controlla did this time, okay? But it's the court's priority to take care of the victim realistically. And in this case, they feel that they have by granting or extending the order of protection that the victim, in this case, I guess it would be New York Dad's himself and his family, from pretty much saying that she can't be near them or come in their presence up to whatever feet it is, or this could happen. So keep that in mind, okay? And again, for the most of us, I'd still be embarrassed if this was the result of my, the fact that I even had to go to a trial for all this and got arrested in front of my child and family would embarrass me. But again, that's me, For some of you, that's a seasoned criminal. And again, I'm not saying that Controlla is, they, getting probation, hell, maybe even getting a jail sentence isn't even a big deal. The fact that it's not a felony is probably all they care about. Which in this case, if you already have felonies, you probably don't give a shit either way. But I could probably say for the most of us, we would call this something that we'd say a total loss, even if we walked away with this, getting basically no probation, no jail time, just for the fact that we had to waste our time, waste all the money to get to court and all that gas and all that, if assuming she works like she says she does, she may have had to take time off of work to attend these court hearings. That's time off. And like I said, most importantly, you got put in cuffs in front of your family, which for me would be fucking embarrassing as hell. But like I said, everybody's different. All right. So either way, and that concludes my coverage of her. Like I said, I know there's other channels that cover her in other ways, and I don't follow those channels, and I don't care less what they have to say about this case, or they continue to cover her and anything else that has to do with her. Our channel, we keep on going. We got a lot of other cases we got to cover this month. But like I said, if it ends up I end up finding out that there's something that may be going on with her probation in New Jersey, I'll share that with you. And obviously, if she gets in any other trouble, as long as this channel is still going, we're obviously going to bring that coverage to you, because we've already brought coverage on her before, and we're going to continue to bring any coverage with her as long as she keeps fucking up, or at the bare minimum, as long as she's got a case number and is going to the court system. Yeah, remember, this is a 40-year-old mother, okay? It's not an 18-year-old high schooler we're talking about that. All right, hope you learned your lesson. You got plenty of time to change and fix your life. You better not fuck up again. All right, keep in mind this individual's got, in my opinion, a pretty extensive criminal record that includes felonies, misdemeanors, has spent time in jail. But hey, and like I said, nobody's perfect, and if this person is fixed their life and has moved on, hey, I hope more power to them. All right, but clearly, for the fact that, and again, this is not even my opinion. This is facts. This individual got in trouble last year, ended up getting in trouble at the end of this year, or again last year, but we'll just call it beginning of this year, because she, still was going through the court process in 2025. So, sadly, just going based off of her history and pattern, you can't really predict if the future is going to be good for her or not, because she's very unpredictable at this point, At least to me, she hasn't shown any bit of sign of, giving a shit of empathy, improvement from her last incident, which, mind you, again, she had to plead guilty to two serious charges, just whether she's going to say it or not. Okay, that's facts. And she was lucky in that case that she was just sentenced to probation, which you would think somebody that got off on something like that would learn by, then not to do something else stupid again, especially something that has to do with the internet. You know what I mean? Trolling you. And then this individual gets arrested day after Halloween? In front of their family's home? In front of the neighbors? Nothing to be bragging about that. So, no, that is incorrect information. I'm not going to take... Oh, shit. Guys, got to remind me I had Pinto on me, man. Sorry, Pinto. That is incorrect. I know she's got, I believe, a felony out of New Jersey and one out of New York. I know she's got one out of New York for sure, and I'm damn positive she's got the one out of New Jersey. Definitely minimum of 2. Hey, NJ, off subject, but do you know what happened to Sane last night? He has stitches and says Magic didn't do it. Very short live, very early this AM. No, I didn't see it. Nobody reached out to me about it. So you are the first to make me aware of, I guess, of what happened. So, I mean, I know we showed, what was it, yesterday? He ended up stapling his face with a stapler. He did that to himself. He did that on his live. We watched him do that as he was drunk and I guess having a little rage fit about me continuing coverage on his case, or the fact that we found out that his case went to a different court, circuit court, which handles the serious felonies. But I don't know if that has to do with it or not, or if he got in a separate incident. But I do know yesterday he was stapling his face with a stapler, so... NJ1 and NJ1 in New York, so 2 felonies at least. Cool. I thought I'd remember that. Oh, we are. I mean, at this point, Saints' case is now that it's gone to circuit court. It's pretty much starting with his first arraignment there. So it's although it's not technically his first arraignment in this case, in that court it is. So yeah, the coverage pretty much continues. So yeah, we're not going anywhere on that coverage. All right, Violet Star. Sounds good. DM me. What up, Blop? Oh, shit. Where did Pinto go? He's climbing up my shirt. Pinto! These guys are so light, man. You can't feel them when they're on your clothes. You can barely feel them when they're crawling on your arm. Come here, Pinto. I don't like you just hanging out there because I'm going to have my neck all schwecked. Come over here a little bit more. Come on. There you go. Where I can see you in the corner of my eye. No, that's not going to work. Here, let me get him on my hand. Come on, Pinto. There you go. All right. Pinto's all good. Let me get this off of here. Tom Space says, what's going on legally with Stroke Off? Well, I know last time we had him up here. I don't know if you were here for that panel, that broadcast, but we actually invited Stroke Off up on a live panel and did a little interview with him, which obviously the VOD's still up, so you can catch that. But basically, he had said that he was just down to pretty much having to take care of one more court issue, which I forgot again on the top of I have it written down, but I forgot which county it was out of. And then, he was kind of like challenging me to, find it on my own, But that had to do with a DUI, if I remember from that interview. I think he was dealing with 2 DUIs, had taken care of at least going to court on one of the DUIs, and I believe he still had to go to court on the other. I think I may be incorrect, but he still does have to go to court at some point. I do know that. I know his brother, according to some of the clips I've been seeing, I guess apparently went to the hospital yesterday or something, was pretty intoxicated and doing some acrobatics or some shit and landed on his head and I guess ended up getting some stitches, according to what Mike said on one of the live streams I caught from him today. And I guess he said the RV even got towed. I don't know, again, if that's true or not. But I do know that his brother did end up whacking his head pretty good because that's on a clip. Oh, yeah, you see, guys, I always forget Dobbs isn't behind me, too. You and Pinto have become close. I could never. I would be scared. Well, Sunshinery, I don't know if you heard, but Pinto's got a little girlfriend coming for Valentine's Day. Dawson was so kind to gift Pinto with a little girlfriend, and we've already named her. Her name is Pepita. And now, of course, with jumping spiders, sadly, you can't have them together in the same enclosure. As cute as they are, they still will attack and kill each other. Some of them won't, but they're recommended, and I won't, not to, and I'm not going to push it. But definitely, we're going to have the enclosures together. They'll be able to, see each other and, say hi and all that. But, yeah, he'll have a little girlfriend to hang out with now. So as soon as Pepita gets here, I will introduce you to her. RV was driven to mom's, not towed. Well, I think that's what Mike said, was it got towed from the mom's home. Now, again, I don't know if that's true or not, but I think that's what he was trying to refer to, was that it was towed from in front of the mom's house. Oh, he's got a lot of energy, man. And it's pretty cool. The way we kind of do this little play thing here is I let him come out of his enclosure. I don't force him out. And so he knows, if he doesn't want to come out, he won't come out. But when he does, he lets me know. You can tell because his little paddles start getting all excited. And then as soon as I open the closure, he'll start crawling out. And then he comes to the top of it. And then that's where I put my hand, and he'll just jump right on the hand. Then he loves jumping on my shirt. I think he likes the shirt because I think he feels just a little bit more safer on there. It's funny because I've been wearing a hoodie the last few times we've been playing, so he had never walked on my arm, and just the other day was the first time he had walked on my arm, and you could tell, he could feel the little hairs on my arm because he was walking all funny, So I think he prefers the shirt because he doesn't, the hairs kind of weird him out. Or maybe he thinks I'm just a big spider now. Just sent it to you? All right, let me check my DMs. Oh, yeah, that's definitely not from the Staples. Shit. Here, let me share this with the chat. Hopefully I can send it small enough to forward to my email. Let's see here. Save. Yeah, he looks bad, man. Shit. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put my dono goal at the bottom. Get my little banner going. There we go. All right, let's check my email here so I can share this with you. Huh. There it is. Okay, let me pull it up here. I got it. Oh, man, where's Pinto? Fuck, hold on. He's going to crawl up my arm. God damn it. Hold on. I got to go to a mirror. He's going to be behind me. Fucking Pinto. I'll be right back. down. Just look down. It's going to be your eye level, dog. No. You won't go that high. I see him right here. He's crawling on my microphone. Damn you, Pinto. You scare the shit out of me. I'll just leave you on the mic since you're chilling. God damn it. Yeah, we're not going to do that anymore. It's too hard to do the news and keep Pinto in front of me. All right. Let me get back to chat. All right, let's share that picture here, and we're going to end this stream so I can get Pinto back. Okay, he's down. How'd you like hanging on the microphone? Dude, you're crazy, man. I don't even know how you got on there, to be honest with you. I thought you were on my back. Then when I couldn't see him on the back, I was like, oh, man. Well, better the microphone than the couch, because that would have been a pain in the ass to find you. Come on. There you are. All right. Proof of life. There he is, okay? All right. Yeah, we're not going to lose no more sight of Pinto. I got him on my finger. That's the mistake I made of putting it on my arm. All right. So let's share this image here that I just uploaded. Let me open it up first. Of, I guess, Saint. Apparently looked like... I don't think this has anything to do with the staple incident. But apparently looks like... fuck, I don't even know, man. I don't even know if you could physically do that to yourself somehow. I guess you could. Or if somebody else did that. But either way, it looks like he got his ass whooped is just the best way I can put it. I mean, almost remember when Ski Mask got his ass, supposedly got beat by a golf club? Remember that incident? That picture of him? They almost look exactly the same. All right, so let's open this up. All right, let me share this. Oh, I had the small screen up for the proof of life. There's Pinto. You probably couldn't see him on the other screen. There you go. All right. Yeah, it looks like he's got stitches. Share screen. It's going to be a separate window. Here it is. Boom. All right. Don't say I didn't warn you. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit. So the top of his head's what looks worst. Then he's got a little bit of something going on his lip. But definitely looks like he got the stitches on the top of his head. And he's got a little bit of bruising on the top of the head too. But yeah, that looks like that was a pretty good cut. And you know, I don't know if you guys have ever cut your head, but your head, because of just the pressure up there, it bleeds like a fucking pig, man. I mean, it looks a lot worse than it actually is. But yeah, you're gonna bleed like crazy when you get cut in your head, especially in the right place. Let me make sure you guys can see this too. Where's my stream? Yeah, there it is. You guys can see. We have no clue, Sunshiner. I guess apparently Violet Star is saying that that nobody knows, but I guess he went on really quickly or briefly early this morning and came on like this. So, but I know definitely, because remember, while we were doing our broadcast yesterday, we went and just checked in on him live, and he was clearly way intoxicated and was stapling staples to his cheeks. So I'm sure something crazy happened, and I'm sure, it had to do with him being intoxicated is all I can imagine. What up, Squishy Shocks? He showed the bottom of his foot, too, with stitches. God damn. The fuck you get stitches on the top of your head and foot? I mean, the only other thing I can think is like you're rolled or like you fell or something down some stairs or some shit like that. But either way, I guess we'll probably find out with time. I'm sure Saint's going to have to break the story at some point. Yeah, I agree, Gold Girl, 100%. I think that statement can be held true for a lot of the people that we've covered on this channel. I had to get stitches on my right toe. Long story. Long story short, it was a very intoxicating night. Decided to jump over a campfire with my bare feet and landed on a big nasty rock that was. I didn't clear the campfire, and landed on a rock with my foot. Ended up slicing it really good. Just went to bed. We wrapped it with duct tape that night. Went to bed. Woke up like at 2 a.m. with my foot just hurting like hell. And yeah, it was no bueno, especially when you have to unwrap duct tape on something like that. Oh, ugh, actually, I'm going to fucking get sick thinking about it. All right, but either way, that's all I had for today. We're not going to spend 30 minutes looking at Saint. I just wanted to break the news as far as the response or email or statement pretty much that was made by the district attorney's office from Richmond County, where Controlla's hearing was out of, and be good on my promise to you guys, which was to update you guys once I got the wind or news of what exactly happened, or in this case, what her disposition was from yesterday's hearing. So you guys now know what it is. Fortunately, you can't do a case search on the website that we had been doing case search on and finding this info. So if you're going to want any more information on this case, you're going to have to do it through a FOIA request. You can contact the district attorney's office. You can do it through the court itself. But that's probably the only way you're going to be able to get any more information having to do with this case is through an actual FOIA request versus trying to find it online. All righty. Well, a lot of people here don't follow her Insta, so... And also, she's also been known to not tell the exact facts or truth on a lot of her legal cases, more specifically her last one from New Jersey. So that's what I'm here for, unfortunately. You're welcome, Bad Karma. So you guys, thank you again for everybody's participation in chat today. Thank you for behaving. Thank you guys for those that don't chat and just here to listen or watch. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for all my mods for taking the time out of your busy day today to be here. Thank you to all the members of the jury for your continued support. I appreciate y'all. And we'll see you on the next one, all right? I think our next big court update or show, we'll probably have something like an IRL, something fun in between, but don't forget Trina Golden coverage, sentencing hearing coming on the 10th of this month. Remember, it's been rescheduled from March to February 10th. Time is still not ETA. Still got to get you the exact time. It's listed for 1, but I think it's been pushed to 3. All right, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Thank you again for being here. Don't forget, please stay safe out there. Stay vigilant. Keep that head on a swivel. Check your 6 every once in a while. Most importantly, please take some time to spread some love, okay? We need a lot of it right now. A lot of bad shit going on in our world, so take care. See you guys on the next one. Love you guys as always. Don't say I didn't warn you. Lower that volume. Take those AirPods out. NJ Courts and Pinto and Davi and Rio is officially out of here. Say laters, Pinto. Peace. Peace, everybody. Have a good one.